Better prepared. Come on. What's so funny? Oh, goodness. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a live walk and talk through Animal Kingdom. My name is Doobie Mosley. I am the guy in the studio with the loud computer. When you hear that, that's me. But the guy in the park who's going to overwhelm our volume with the sounds of animals and screams is Jeremiah Good. How you doing, Jeremiah?
Wait, animals and screams? What am I
Well,
doing?
there's throw rides there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean animals eating people. I mean the rides.
Okay, so we're going to do the excitement of truly starting from the beginning. We are waiting to tap in. Today I did wear my Magic Band Plus, so we get to watch the magic of this.
Is that the same one? Do you still just have that one?
I just have the one. I don't know if I'll actually buy a second one, although the Partners Magic Band Plus has reemerged at some of the shops, and I do really like that one, but I never wore a Magic Band before Plus. I've worn this probably more times in the past week than I wore my other Magic Bands that I have way too many of.
It's because it's so awesome. You get to feel fun vibrations and see cool lights and make trigger sounds.
Yep.
It doesn't make sounds on its own, right?
No. I can only imagine the battery life if it actually did that.
And speaking of, very important question, is it fully charged?
It is fully charged. Okay, so here we go. I'm putting my thumb there. Oh, look. Look how exciting that is. Ooh,
you should have put your finger first. I want to see what happens if it doesn't clear. Does it like vibrate?
It just gives me a shock. Just a.
So I noticed you're a thumber. I'm an index fingerer. I wonder what the breakdown is out there between the digit people choose to use for their validation.
So my index finger, I don't know what it is. Oh wow! Look, they're redoing the.
Is that where the flamingos are?
No, this is where the spoonbills and all of those are.
We have a chimer inner here. One Michael Mack. I'm not sure who he is or where he's from, but he uses his left pinky toe. His left.
He would.
Yes, channeling his inner Daniel Day-Lewis there. Anybody gets that joke. Anybody.
My index finger, for some reason, I'm guessing it was when I was in the FBI and they deleted my prints out of the system. It just never works. So here I use my thumb because after many attempts at my index finger over the years, they finally said, okay, let's change it.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So TIL, Jeremiah has scraped off all his fingerprints just like in 7.
Yes. And at Universal, I have to use my the finger next to my index finger and next to my ring finger.
Your forbidden finger.
Yes.
So just a reminder, everyone out there, we are live. Oh, wait, we have another chimer inner. Evil Queen also uses her middle finger. We need a poll here. I just assumed everyone used their index finger. Mac, if you're still around, A, you're hired by LP, and B, put a poll on the Twitter to find out what digit most people use for their touch point.
Wait, Mac got hired by LP?
Yeah, and we're not that stringent here in our qualifications. Yeah, our Twitter's open 81.
As I was walking into the park, the thunder really started. So let's see if we need any rain protection. Of course, my preference being the umbrella.
Yes. So as I was saying, we're live. If you have anything you want to see here at Animal Kingdom today, it's been a while since we've walked and talked from this park. Let us know. We will show you anything, whether it's from the far reaches of Africa or the dark corners of Dinoland. We will show you anything you want to see.
Well, first we're going to walk up to my all-time favorite Fab 50 interaction. So we're going to see if you can actually hear this amazing interaction.
Oh, and as always, if you happen to be in Animal Kingdom right now and see Jeremiah, he would love to meet you. He would love to shake your hand, talk to you live on camera. Yeah. And he might even have a special treat for you, or he might not. It really depends on if he remembered it.
Okay, we need to be quiet. Tell your computer to stop. We're walking up to my favorite.
I'm going to mute myself. You're welcome.
Did you hear it?
Is it the sound of tweeting birds?
It is the sound of tweeting birds. Wow. I'm impressed by that one.
So the Magic Band Plus, yeah, interacts. Now, they are the Fab 50 statues, but how many actual installations are there?
There are 36 statues. Some statues have 2 characters. Here's a fun one.
Walk away, then I'm gonna walk back. Oh, so sorry.
There. Could you hear that one?
All I heard that time was your stomach growling.
It was a little bit of both.
Now, was it just the warthog sound?
It was the warthog, and then Simba said something about Pride Rock.
I didn't hear that one.
His audio definitely cut out.
These things aren't that loud. So over here, it looks like we have Nemo and Dory.
Yes. You can tell it's Nemo because of his lucky fin.
So over here, we have Nemo and Dory.
Yes. You can tell it's Nemo because of his lucky fin.
That's our Dory joke.
Okay. And then.
My goodness, look at my phone. Figure out how to get it to.
Oh, how can you do this park in London? Seriously.
Could you hear Dory?
One sec.
Yeah, if you feel the first vibration,
Yes.
that means you're close. And then just kind of stand here and move your hand a little bit.
Okay.
And then you'll feel a second vibration, and then that'll trigger him to talk.
Thank you.
No problem.
This has been Jeremiah Helps a Cast Member live from Animal Kingdom. No,
No, that was
this
a
has been
guess.
Jeremiah Helps a Guest live from Animal Kingdom. Jeremiah impersonates a cast member. No, just kidding. You're not impersonating. You just look like you know what you're doing.
I know. Well, I was taught, just act like you know what you're doing until you know what you're doing.
Yeah, that was Elizabeth Holmes' style at Theranos.
So now we're going to take the, I forget how many light year travel across the universe to Pandora.
A Kyle Glendale is asking if there's a 6-part video series on how to do this. There will be.
I cannot do a video on how to do it because it's, oh, look, there's a vibration. Oh, there's a second vibration.
I told you just to say, well, every time it vibrates, I'll go, hoo-hoo. And people will be able to
You guys would have
get
to
it.
say
And when you hear the chime, turn the page.
Remember, if you see Jeremiah in the park today, walk up to him. He will give you a tiny rubber duck.
Wait, what?
Rubber duck not included. Hey, Aaron, we are up to walking around Animal Kingdom today, so please join us and participate. You know, there's nothing in particular we want to see today, so if there's something you want to see, just let us know. You can either let us know in the comments, or you can text me at my phone number if you have it, and we'll try to show it to you.
Wait, now we're getting text requests?
I mean, if you know my phone number and you send me a text, it's not like I'm going to ignore you.
Doobie, does your wife even have your phone number? Because I don't know anybody that actually does.
My wife does have my phone number. All my creditors have my phone number. I'm just kidding. I get no debt collection calls anymore.
I was like, somebody's like, "What's Doobie's phone number?" I'm like, "I've only worked with him for 9 years. I don't have it."
I mean, I'll happily give it to you, but there are so many better ways to reach me than my telephone.
Yes,
All right.
Slack.
Back to work. We've got Slack for that, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram DM, whatever. All right. We are Discord. We are looking. Where are we crossing the bridge to? I got lost.
Pandora,
Pandora.
the world of Avatar.
Oh man, my tummy hurts. I had a heck of a time getting to work today. Excuse my poor performance. Where are all our Where's Geo? Where's Nikki B? Evil Queen's here. Thank you very much. Gergo Izzo. Wish I could pronounce your name properly. It's here. That's nice to see. I want to see some other regulars out there. If you're a regular of our walk and talk and other streams, let me hear you say, "Whoa, what?"
Whoa, what?
We're walking into Pandora.
Yes, the park seems a little empty, but I think it's mostly because of the thunder, lightning, and pending rain that is to come.
Let's check
There
some
was
website.
a mass exodus as I was walking in.
And it's 1 p.m. out there, so if you got to this park early, you're done. Half day park. We got Michael Mack saying, "Could you hear me?" I said, "Of course I heard you, Mac. You work for us now, so we have cameras and microphones at all our employees just to make sure they're working."
And
Thank
that's
you,
not creepy.
Thank you. Hey, in this era of remote work, got to make sure people are getting the job done. Got 105 for Flight of Passage and Navi for River Journey. This is not an empty day at the park.
No, just the land is somewhat empty.
And if this is accurate, if someone has the app that they can check, I'd like to know, because I'm not looking at the app right now. There are a lot of attractions that are down right now.
I'm guessing the safari is down due to the weather.
Safari, Everest. Actually, no, not the safari. Everest, Kali River, Maharaja, Triceratops Bend, and the train. Is that accurate?
I can tell you it is 105 for Flight of Passage and 95 for Navi right now.
All right, so I believe this is accurate, and we just have a lot of down attractions right now.
It also feels like the rain is going to hit any second now.
All right, so Mike Mack actually did put up that poll, which I am thrilled. I didn't know I had that kind of power around here. I thought I was at the bottom of the totem pole. So make sure you go to our Laughing Place Twitter, laughing_place, and cast your vote for how do you scan at the touch points.
Doobie, you are at the bottom of the totem pole because you hold us all up.
Oh my goodness. How brown is that nose of yours, Jeremiah?
I use sunscreen daily now, so.
So Gio is at work today, boo. But his mom is watching on his account. So as far as we're concerned, Gio's here. So far, it's 81% index finger, 12% thumb, 6% other. So keep those votes coming.
If I could tweet my vote, it would be thumb.
You can do it after the show.
It's not gonna rain.
I heard someone say it's not going to rain. Shame on.
That kid. I was like, to be optimistic.
All right. So there's the what's that called? An astromech?
Or a utility suit. Are you excited for the next 12 Avatar films, Judy?
I think I'm slightly more excited than James Cameron, who said he's not doing anymore. It take too much time.
Yeah, well, that's what he gets for spending, 20 years in between the first and the second, and then he works on like 7 at the same time?
I am excited to see what it's like. The first one was special because of the visuals. It was not that great a movie. So I am very curious. Is the next one going to be huge too? Is it going to just be so stunning we're all sucked back in again? Or have we seen it all now and it's just going to hit with a huge thud? I'm very curious.
I never saw the film in theaters. The first time I saw the film was on a flight. Not the best way to see, this film. But then I did see it in 3D at the AMC at Disney Springs just before this land opened because I figured I had to. And yeah, it was okay movie. I preferred it in its original form, Dancing with Wolves or Fern Gully or.
But it was pretty. Although there is one flight that's a really good way to see this movie. Flight of Passage. Anybody?
I think your computer sounded off for that one.
Heather, hi from Maine, 65 degrees here.
It is 65 degrees in Maine.
And what is it right now in Orlando, Jeremiah?
I want to say it's probably about 87 right now. The cloud cover and the breeze moved in. Tomorrow it is supposed to get up to 98. Normal. I'm not going outside.
I think we need a live stream of what it's like at a park when it's 98 in the middle of August.
No, because my phone won't make it. I mean, we've been very lucky recently with the phone and the it staying alive, but 98 means feels like is 115.
We should also have some kind of a device that just measures the moisture content of Jeremiah's shirt and constantly displays it.
Yep. Right now it's not too bad, but
are you still being shadowed?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we are crossing the magical bridge that takes you from Pandora over to Africa. A very pleasant, quiet, hidden place. If they had a bench here, this would be a great place to hang out.
I do have some great videos. I believe it was on our Instagram account of standing right here while 3 of the barges passed at the same time.
Oh yeah, I remember that Instagram. Now there have been times when the Flight of Passage line came out this far, hasn't there?
Yes, when it used to be social distancing and
Right.
all of that.
Can you ask these people why they're all just sitting right there under the bridge?
I would, but then they'd go on our website and probably write rude things because maybe they're trolls. Get it? Anyway.
That was even better than my flight one.
Yeah, I know.
Not as good as my Daniel Day-Lewis one that no one got.
Nobody cares about your left foot.
I am so impressed, Jeremiah. You were the last person I think that would get that.
I never saw the film, but I know the movie.
I didn't see it either. Jeremiah wins. They like that line very much. That was out the same year as Drive to Miss Daisy, which I was a huge fan of and won the Oscar. And I just remember the person I was with at the time saying, "These people clearly have never seen my left foot. It's so superior."
And then they just took off their shoe and wiggled it.
Okay, we're crossing the line here, Jeremiah.
So, Festival of the Lion King, no longer a celebration of Festival of the Lion King. The full show has returned. You can see that entire show on our YouTube channel with many other videos.
Are there any differences in the full show as it is now and the pre-pandemic full show?
Well, they are not pulling in the kids to do the celebration. And the sounds, which they were cutting those out before I can remember going to see it, and they weren't doing the you're in this section, you're in that section. But I don't think that is ever coming back now.
Do they still do It's My Lucky Day?
Nope. I know.
But yeah, the only reason anyone in this whole world knows the sound of a giraffe is because of this show.
Exactly.
Evil
what does
Queen
a giraffe sound like, Doobie?
It's kind of a low bleeding sound.
Like a sheep?
Yeah, I don't know what bleeding means, but I do know it's the sound a giraffe makes. Evil Queen also got the Daniel Day-Lewis, so I am feeling vindicated. Let's while you walk, just aim the camera to the side a little bit so we can see more than a walkway. We can see strollers. Ooh. It's like we're walking with our head turned and we bump into people.
That's the niceness of me being here. Oh, Doobie, did you hear the big news?
What's that?
Your favorite vlogger is having a second child.
Tim is pregnant?
Yes, Tim is pregnant.
Oh, really, Jen? They're having another one?
Yep, apparently they just announced it on something.
Awesome. Congratulations to Tim and Jen and Jackson.
Yep.
Jackson's getting a little sibling. That's very awesome. Happy to hear that. Children, marriage, family, all of that is the most wonderful thing in the world.
And they are just sweet people. So.
And hint, Jeremiah.
Here's where everybody is. All right.
You are so good at
So, Doobie, I think we need to find time in the next couple of days because I just got notification that D23, the entire schedule, is now up for Expo.
I actually have been given an assignment today, so after this stream, I am putting that into our website.
Well, we also Jiminy.
So what is going on here? Let's try to figure this out.
It is lightning lane meets standby lane meets 55-minute wait.
That is a crazy, crazy scene. And then isn't the Gem and Jungle Parade about to come out?
Yes, but it's Christmas time. So one of the things I think we need to do is how to approach the expo. Like, I think a lot of people haven't gone to expos before. So if we could do a planning, look at all the schedule, figure out what
great idea
people want to be in. It's something that some of the sites I follow do for Comic-Con. So I think we should definitely attempt to do that at least once for D23 Expo, because a lot of people think, you can just walk right up to any people. Right. No, you need to, if you want to be in something, you need to definitely plan where you're going to be, hours, days, weeks.
You're right. That's a good idea. I mean, not too many weeks because, it's only 4 away, but yeah. And if you're there and you don't get into the panel you want to get into, we have a wonderful consolation prize for you. Come over to the Laughing Place booth, win free stuff.
Here's a new cart with wood.
Is that just decor?
Yeah.
Cool. Get a picture of that.
New cart appears in Animal Kingdom.
I've seen theme park blog headlines far, far less.
We hear something's coming from the Magic Key.
Dude, I had a dream about Magic Key. That's bizarre.
How bizarre? How bizarre?
That is not something I need to be dreaming about. Here you have a wonderfully blurry view of the Tree of Life, not the movie, the tree at Animal Kingdom. People hanging out, getting their pictures, enjoying the tranquility of Animal Kingdom. Fun fact, the hottest spot in Walt Disney World is always this park.
No, that's not true. I heard it's 20 degrees cooler here than it is any place else. Oh, that's probably a lie. I read that from some website.
It always feels hot at Animal Kingdom, although it is Osceola County, so it might be cooler for that reason.
I feel like every time you tell a bad joke, that's when your computer does that sound.
They'd be doing it pretty often. That's the people munching down over here, 1:30 p.m. and a nice cart. What does this cart sell, Jeremiah?
That is chicken dumplings and seasoned fries.
Mr. Bob Noel wants to know, is any part of the tree of life alive, or was it alive in the past?
No. I don't know. I don't have any other answer for that than just no.
I mean, it may have been alive in the past if there's any wood in it or something, but realistically,
It's all it's an oil tanker.
Is it made out of the special kind of wood?
Yes, concrete.
The kid is riding Doug.
Feathered Friends in Flight show is actually scheduled to go down for a brief refurbishment later in September, I believe.
Will it come back as the Upbird Adventure?
Somehow I don't think so.
I miss just the old bird show with the guy who was cleaning and all that. That was a nice show.
Moana Joe, yes.
So we're in Asia now. That's Yak and Yeti on the left. An incredible and underrated restaurant.
Yes.
And a few sit-downs in Animal Kingdom. And here are the Lingam Stones, the originator of our son Gideon. We'll not tell that story today.
Do you have a specific one, or was it just...
I think it was the one back there you just passed. The first one you focused on, I'm pretty sure. I wish we'd have marked it, but we didn't know it was going to work, so that would have been silly. Mr. Bob Newell wants to know your dream job in Animal Kingdom. I think he's doing it.
Yes. I don't have to deal with guests all the time, and I'm pretty free to walk around. So, yeah, this is a dream job. No, if I had to choose a dream job, I would want to be a safari driver.
That's a good one. I would love to do that, too. Otherwise, something in air conditioning. Work over at Rafiki's Planet Watch. Card Freck would want to be a giraffe. Evil Queen would want to be a safari driver. That bird seems okay, but Jeremiah needs an umbrella.
You can't see. It is just starting right now. And by just starting, that means in 2 seconds, it'll be hurricane wind.
So the locals know to put up that umbrella now.
Yes.
All these tourists think, oh, we're okay. It's not raining that hard.
No, it is definitely going to turn into the torrential in just a few seconds.
Now, what do they do with the howler monkeys over here when the rain starts? Do they have little umbrellas they can use, or?
Yes, the howler monkeys, actually, they are poncho people. So,
are we the only creatures that get so perturbed by getting wet?
No, other animals are smarter than us and go inside.
Okay. We're the only ones that have adapted to be able to stay outside while wet.
And by adapted, you mean created things to put over our heads.
Exactly. So are we walking by the howler monkeys?
Yes. The simians are there, yes.
These monkeys can be heard over a mile away. Luckily, we are only a few hundred feet.
That doesn't quite work, but I appreciate the Jungle Cruise attempt there.
Speaking of, we have a question. Who has the cornier transcript, Jungle Cruise or Safari?
Safari is actually all straight, so it's definitely Jungle Cruise.
Definitely Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, Safari, they don't have the jokes. Even the entertaining stuff that they used to have when it first opened, and how it changed throughout the years. Now it is just a simple.
Every now and then, you'll get a safari driver who manages to make it humorous without detracting from the show, which is nice and not easy to do.
We just passed the Yeti Palace. Looks like next season, hopefully we'll be covering that. Oh, there's some lightning, so let's see how long till the thunder hits. Kachiga.
Every time I think of that, I think of Poltergeist.
Oh, Poltergeist.
That's where I learned that trick. Wow.
Yeah.
Still a ways away. Quite a ways away. Plenty of time to get your ice cream over here, peeps.
What was that?
My favorite, Max says his favorite line he ever got from a safari driver: if you look out to the right, you'll see some animals. That might detract a little.
Hopefully there are some 71 Impalas out there, some long neck cheetahs. Those animals are so old, they're still in black and white.
These are good lines. We are approaching the base camp of Expedition Everest.
Which is most definitely still down.
People seem to be waiting here, though.
That's because it's still down. So they think, hey, it could go up at any time. Don't worry about the weather.
If it's down for weather and the weather is getting worse, that's optimism. The Disco Yeti, now and forevermore. Yes, Card Freck. Boy, you'll be sorry.
You'll be in my heart.
Is kite tail still a thing?
A version of it is, but no, not the full kite tails.
Is that a show that's affected by weather and wind?
Yes.
So Everest is still down. There's the Quiet Mountain. What do you think
Ooh,
the
there's
Yeti
a
did?
cardinal, if you can see that straight ahead on the post right over there.
Can you point to it?
It just flew away.
Oh, we saw it flying. All right. So training camp is underway, but one got away.
Yes.
What does the Yeti do when the mountain is quiet? Does he sleep? Does he stalk around?
He roars and actually moves. Like when the ride is down, it's like Toy Story. He doesn't work when people are looking, but when nobody's looking, he moves.
What is this on the right? Is there? What's over there?
That is where you can go for the super zoom photo.
Yeah.
And that is also seating area for whatever show may end up in that area. Now let's take a look at the wait time board, shall we?
Let's.
The Maharaja Jungle Trek continuous until 6:45. Navi River Journey went down 10 minutes.
Everest is not on there, right?
Everest is temporarily closed. Cali River Rapids is temporarily closed. Dinosaur, 70 minutes for Dinosaur.
Yow.
Triceratops spin,
Not worth it.
temporarily closed. Remember when this used to be the end of Dinoland? Like there was no bridge here.
I don't actually remember that. I don't know why, but I don't. But right ahead is the Jungle Life Theater in the Wild.
There you go. Although I was enjoying your ad-lib game there. What's the theater called?
The Theater in the Wild, now enclosed. They just enclosed it, about 15 years ago? And
I think it's been more than 15.
Can't see the Jungle Book there. Can't see Tarzan Rocks, but you can see the relatively new Nemo show.
The
Now
new
called-
Nemo show.
What is it called now?
Finding Nemo, the Big Blue, and Beyond.
And so it's not quite Finding Nemo the musical. They shortened it a bit, made some changes. You can go see a video of that on our website too, right, Jeremiah?
Correct.
Yeah, on YouTube. Our YouTube. YouTube/Laughing Place.
And if you come to our booth at the D23 Expo, we will have a QR code that'll take you to our link tree so you can see everything.
Yeah,
Right?
That's a great idea, Jeremiah. I knew I subscribed to Linktree for some reason.
So now we are heading into Dinoland, USA. Woo. The gods have been angered by all of our walking and talking, apparently.
Does this dinosaur have a name? Concretosaurus?
Concretosaurus.
Let's get a good look at him. I was a big fan of his brother Jack over at DCA, who's since moved on.
But that was his little brother.
Oh.
Yes, Donald's Dino-Rama, something that has been there for 3 years now. Or Dino Bash.
They just paint on this. I don't think I guess it's like a tattoo, so that's not so bad.
Yes, the dinosaur got a tattoo.
What are those holes? Are those lights?
Those are lights.
Sprinklers?
And also that wait time sign lied. The games of Dinoland are all closed right now.
I think some of the other stuff, like I'm showing Maharaja and Gorilla Falls, are not currently open as well.
Triceratops Spin is, in fact, closed. So is Primeval World, seems to be down.
Seems to be like literally down.
Yeah, let's see if we hear anything about this during the D23 Expo.
So Epcot obviously has a lot going on. Magic Kingdom right now really just has Tron, and Studios and Animal Kingdom have nothing going on right now. Am I correct? Announced.
Correct.
So I feel like we're going to be getting some announcements. And parks have stuff going on all the time. You don't just leave a park without construction for years and then start something. So I feel like we're going to be getting some announcements next month.
They would never leave a building empty with a Tinkerbell sign in front of it for over a decade.
Disneyland has the new Toontown, and there's a lot of speculation there's going to be some Tomorrowland announcements, and DCA really has nothing going on right now. They just opened Avengers Campus, though, so I think we're going to get a lot of announcements next month. That's my hunch.
I am guessing one of the announcements we will be hearing is the attraction for Avengers Campus.
Well, they have an attraction. It's called Spider-Man Web Slingers.
Hey, very good. I'm proud of you. No, I mean the large attraction that was referenced behind the Quinjet building.
As Cartwright said, the future e-ticket Avengers ride at Avengers Campus will finally get the go-ahead. We think so. Maybe they'll just bring over the one they put in Paris, the rock and roller coaster.
Yes. They'll just bring over a roller coaster clone to put next to a roller coaster. Oh, wait, what are we, Magic Kingdom here? We are, as cynical as we are so excited for D23 Expo. Like, I cannot wait for it, but yeah, we are definitely
it's been 3 years since an expo.
Yes.
And of course, the 2 years starting in March 2020. So I have a hunch we're going to get tons and tons and tons of announcements. And then over the next few years, we'll find out how many of them actually come to be.
Yes. Is Kyle going to put up his article of the things that have been announced that never came to fruition from Expo?
Oh, have we done that in the past?
I know we've talked about it. I don't know if Kyle's actually ever done one, but
I'm still waiting for the Guillermo del Toro Haunted Mansion movie and the John Favreau Magic Kingdom movie.
Yes. The Guillermo del Toro Haunted Mansion movie was never talked about at Expo. That was only at Comic-Con.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Technically. Here we have Sue. Is this still Sue?
Nope.
Aladar?
There you go.
It used to be Sue, didn't it? Maybe. Sue was somewhere. Aladar from Disney's Dinosaur.
That is Sue coming up on the left.
Okay. Disney's first computer animated 3D thingy film. Not quite as good as Chicken Little, but it was first.
Yep, I'm glad that we're kind of walking a little bit fast because this storm is definitely moving closer and closer as we get closer. I have an idea
for a new show. Forget these walk and talks. We're going to do Jeremiah, the Disney World Storm Chaser.
That would be entertaining. considering, Walt Disney World is twice the size of the island of Manhattan.
You can find them. Whenever there's a storm, get in your car, run around, and get in the middle of it. And then you like fight against it. You're like broadcasting, trying to stand up while the wind is blowing you over.
I have definitely been like at one location, not had a drop of rain, and then go to someplace else, and it's just soaked.
It's crazy. And sometimes you can just see it moving towards you or moving, across the way.
Yes, as we were walking in, we could see the rain was over the Magic Kingdom area.
Appears to be raining right now. Mike Mack said he'll play the role of Dorothy. So, man, he's been working for us for like a half hour, and he is already making plays for promotions.
I don't want to see Mac in a gingham dress. I mean, the slippers may look cute on him, but...
All right, let's get an update on how you scan into a Disney park. Okay. While we do, we'll take a look at this pond.
You can see him. An American crocodile.
Oh, there he is. Oh, Mike Mack points out he's going to be Twister Dorothy, not Wizard of Oz Dorothy. That's a lot more fun. Just gets thrown up there and then breaks into a million pieces. We have 83.8% who check in with their index finger, 10% with their thumb, 6.3% with other. So
We really need to get that poll a little bit higher range.
And some somewhat rude quote tweets. I'll paraphrase here. I don't care what finger you use as long as you remember it the next day. I'm guessing that's a cast member.
Yeah, definitely a cast member. There is nothing worse than walking out behind a family and just hearing the cast member going, "Is this the same finger you used?" Oh. Or my favorite is somebody that pulls out like 12 tickets and just starts handing them to everybody. Like, and that also goes for Lightning Lane and
all the part. How about how many people in your party, and then you start counting?
oh, as somebody who worked attractions, how many in your party? Group. No. How many? Group. Oh, okay. How many? 6. Wait, I see at least 15. Oh yeah, no, we're 6, and then there's 6, and then there's 1. Oh, okay.
This has been former cast member complaining about his job.
Yes.
Speaking of your former, I think we're going to go to Universal Studios Hollywood during Expo trip.
Didn't we do that last time? No. That was
It
just
opened.
we did Universal when it reopened.
Right, but it's time to go for a regular day.
I'm not sure what my travel schedule is yet, so I don't know if I will be attending a Universal or just.
Mike says, Hollywood Horror Night? No, we'll just be going for a normal day. Basically, we're going to ride the tram about 100 times and see Waterworld.
Waterworld, the #1 rated show in all of Universal Hollywood, because it's the only show in all of Universal Hollywood.
They don't have Conan the Barbarian anymore?
No, and they use that for the special effects show, which is I don't know how to compare the special effects show. The last time I saw it, it was special with some effects.
We've got some. Oh, we're doing better now. Okay. We were fighting the signal strength. Gotten better. Which shop are we in? Are we in Island Mercantile? Are we on Creature Comfort?
Yes.
You have no idea, do you?
Creature Comforts.
Okay.
And anybody that is planning on going to D23 Expo, we just put up an article about reservations and random selections. So go over there and check that out. Sometime soon we'll have a video with some of us discussing the best ways to approach the expo and make the most of your time there.
And finally, if you are disappointed while at Expo and do not get into a presentation that you wanted to see, fret not. Come over to the Laughing Place booth. It's easy to find. We'll have a big Laughing Place banner. Tell us, I'm disappointed. I did not get into a presentation, and we will give you something for free.
Do they have to say those words?
They frankly can just say, and we'll still give you something for free.
Can they say Laughing Place is the #1 site?
We usually ask you a trivia question. If you get it right, you get something for free. If you get it wrong, we ask you an easier question. And you never get that one wrong, and then we give you something for free.
Okay, so here we are back where we started. We've come full circle, and the rain is definitely falling on the plains of Disney's Animal Kingdom.
The aunts in France, they're mainly on the plants. Do you want to reverse the camera and say goodbye?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. Just a reminder that coming up in just a few hours at 4 p.m. today, we will have the opportunity to see the two most beautiful people in Laughing Place, the two Rebeccas, doing Barely Necessity live at 4 p.m. talking about Disney merchandise. And then tonight at 7:30, you get to see the husband of one of those people, myself, and go, how the heck did he get her doing Disney Trivia Live, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, Barely Necessities at 4 p.m. Pacific, and Gideon has an orthodontist appointment tomorrow at 9:30. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Jeremiah, I'll let you sign us off.
Peace.
Last time I make that mistake.